Out called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 2nd and 8. Gonna run again here with Pollard. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 5. They'll run left with Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 33.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him are not fully merged.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 46 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Pacheco once again. A little jerk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Down to about the 32.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll have it in the run zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Pacheco is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we only have 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. Blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. They tried to go in with play action there, but nobody on the defensive side did.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact right on time there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula? And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. In in motion right. That's Hardman.
Good for Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 35 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there. They're trying to get crease before the intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pound their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and in through the air.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Prescott now. He throws there, incomplete.
This is a half, but not just for college, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Final play of the half, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Prescott on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A second down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Williams. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott to throw it.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll throw again. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see the franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
We're back now in KC. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To throw is Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the point after.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. have not seen that much today. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running right, it's Pollard.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now Patrick going to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Mahomes. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Here comes 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
Mahomes will throw.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to almost certainly win the football game. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Flushed out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals.
This ball intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious.
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Small business don't come around. around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about, and that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me read the whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, the wanna everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. Sacrilegious, I feel my wrath as you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking?
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They'll run with Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. This is Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second and 7 from the 20. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do,
Yeah.
man. Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They stormed the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. Each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
Another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
4th down, here's Jackson. That is caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off the Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Now Mahomes.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 42 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. Throw's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick for him in the 3rd quarter.
And the goal was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. The tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. That's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. Sheds off the tackle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another
Called the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. And they try with Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. And even 40 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Pacheco trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Samuel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
What an advantage on the lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he also made plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's 3rd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Samuel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Purdy on 4th down.
He throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both roles doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Purdy to throw it on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Niners are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw again. Catch is made by Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal from the 1. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And this time he is in.
Isaiah Pacheco
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bunker is on target.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Final play of the half, Purdy.
And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This is Samuel.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Purdy from the gun.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Somebody thought they had an open hole beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Purdy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle.
That's a good bounce back play right there. After taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the mark, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. For the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down and 8. Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric wave. A subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Amber Thomas.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they regain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his target, and it's complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a good 9-yard loss.
I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Cream on top to the rim.
As our friends in value country would say, that's a little lagniappe extra time.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, it struck me as how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers were spectacular, like 2 touchdown passes. That's it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my ratchets, you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so we can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation beats opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals, I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands will do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands will do. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I want to form an allegiance. I'm simply...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First play, and it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They dial up the coordinates that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber. Opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes on. I think we'll allow respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, it's Pollard. There he goes, left side. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First down, Dallas.
Pollard going to try the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. They'll get to the line, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. For 30 more yards and another 1st down. In motion right, that's Hardman.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Here's Tony on the quick slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. And they're going to speed things up here.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the right side.
Kelsey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now Mahomes. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses making opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Cowboys.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Here's second down.
46.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense are saying go right ahead with those.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down. Here's Prescott.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Prescott.
And he is caught by Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is up to 5.
Chiefs 9.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. That's going to be caught by Tony. And he's brought down back. Great yardage to start the drive. A first down. And it sets him up pretty nicely here moving forward.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. First and goal. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half,